Hmm.
Mounted. Used. Mostly. Sign.
Hey guys, just going a little live. I want to talk to you about what's going on for a minute. Let me see here. Let me move this stuff around a little bit.
Church. Mad. Rapture. Basement. Crescent. Placebo. Gas.
So the Ovilus is going nuts. I just turned it on a few minutes ago just to see what was going on. All right, so what's going on is if they can get it to work and everything, my friend Nikki Paranormal and her friend Jenn Berman are at the Monroe House. 3 years ago, me and Nikki went to the Monroe House before anyone really big knew of it. You know, there had been a few teams in there and whatnot. And we went to investigate it. And
Heavy.
what happened was, it really blew my mind. You know, we were getting some really crazy responses. And
Legs.
throughout the night, well, about halfway into the night, she started becoming so affected by something that it was almost like she was wasted, you know, and she had a device in her hand. It was knocked out of her hand, and it was really, really negative. We're getting a lot of responses to children being hurt in the house, children dying in the house. We were getting the owner's name, Eddie, over and over again.
British.
We were getting, we didn't know, you know, exactly who it was talking about, because Eddie's a name that has to do with Nikki and the owner of the Monroe House, but it was saying, and a couple times it said Eddie Norris, you know, the full name. We were getting reference to fire demons and all this weird stuff. And long story short is, she became so affected that
once
I feared for her safety and even mine a little bit, and we had to leave the house early. We stopped the investigation early. She was taken outside. Some prayers were done, and she physically became ill. She was dry heaving and whatnot. And we just got out of there. You know, after that, we went back in for a little bit, and it started happening again. So we just got out of there, packed our stuff, and left. I've been there since, and now she's there again. She's been there a couple days, and she called and asked if I wanted to remote in and see what we could get, if we could, you know, if anything similar would happen, or if, you know, just anything, you know, any commonalities would happen. So I said, sure, you know, why not? We try to see what happens. You know, you never know what you get with that place. Many teams have been there since the video we did that night. You can see it on my channel. It's actually the #1 video on Real Supernatural. You can see how she looked. She didn't look right. You can see everything that was going on, and it was pretty intense, I have to say. And I've been back there since with my good buddy David Weatherly. You know, SOS went there, and we got some crazy stuff, some Class A EVPs and everything. And it was so freaking cold. We stayed in there like 6 hours to where we couldn't take it anymore, and we had to roll out. But you know, the place is just insane with activity. People have been scratched there. Sherry, who's the sister-in-law of Eddie, the owner, and his wife. She's actually Eddie's wife's sister, and she's really cool. She's been scratched there numerous times. Had a lot of crazy stuff happen to her, and other folks have as well.
Paragraph.
So it's there's been witchcraft practice in the house. There was a really old Ouija board found in the house. When he bought it, he bought the house to flip it.
And
I think it was like 10 years ago or something. You know, he hired help to come in and help him, you know, fix what needed fixing and whatnot. And every time he would hire people, they would run away and never come back because they would have crazy experiences. And since that time, it's, you know, since the time me and Nikki's been there, it's been on TV. The video we did had well over 300,000 views on my old channel. It's now uploaded to my new channel. And lots and lots of people have been there, you know, and had some crazy experiences. So, with that being said, I mean, you know, it's just one of those crazy areas. When a famous TV show had been there recently, they found a body in the crawl space of the house. There's actually bones. I don't know the status of that. Maybe we can ask Nikki, see if she found out any information. If it's still an ongoing investigation. It appears the bones have been were really, really old. And there's a good possibility that that house is built on Native American burial ground of some sort. It's the only house in the whole area really that's built on a hill, and I thought that was odd the first time I went there, and even the second time. And you know, we do know the mound builders did bury their dead in mounds, so who knows if it's Native American or not. But it's a really interesting fact. So, here at some point, I think they're gonna call me on Skype or on the phone, and you know, I figured I'd just hang out until they're ready or whatever, and hopefully they can get it all up and running. So I'll get in the chat with you guys for a few minutes, and we can see what's going on. Hey, Chipper. Hey, Joe. Huh. Saying poor connection. That's weird. How's the picture, guys? Give me some feedback.
Can you? Tick. Gas.
Picture's good. Does it sound good or not? Okay, cool. It was saying I had a poor connection or whatever, but it looks pretty good on my end, so. Cool. Well, thank you guys for popping in tonight. You know, this is a off-the-cuff deal, and, you know, we're going to be doing some more of this stuff whenever. And yes, I am in the haunted shack, as I'm calling it, on the haunted mountain where I live, so.
Remove.
Hey, Kathy.
Choose.
So we got a lot of big stuff coming up in the near future. Me and Weatherly will be on Spaced Out Radio this coming Friday. And some other shows up and coming. And a lot of cool stuff going on. Wood Knocks Volume 2 is coming out. I wrote a piece for that. Our DVD is close to coming out. It's in the production phase, getting printed and boxed and all that stuff. So it'll be out soon. Oh, if you guys didn't see, we have t-shirts, coffee mugs, girls t-shirts, guys t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve shirts, tote bags, all that stuff for sale. You can go on my Facebook, check it out. Really cool stuff. They're selling really well. A lot of people are buying them. Thanks, Kathy. Well, we try, you know, try to do what we love to do. Anyone that buys the t-shirts, you know, it's through a company. It's one of those campaign deals. So any profit we make, we put it back into our trips and our gear and stuff like that. So it helps us out since we come out of pocket to give you all free shows. I mean, this is free, you know, stuff. So we come out of our own pocket to do the live for you guys. Hello, Island Princess Kimmy.
Plate.
So the Ovilus is talking its butt off, which is kind of cool. Maybe we can get some responses. Thanks, Chipper. We appreciate it. It's a way for you guys to support us and get some cool gear too. You know, I mean, we come out of pocket for this stuff and we travel all over the country, you know, so we can bring you guys as much live stuff as we can so you can join in what we do. Yeah, the hoodies are nice, Kathy. And they're double-sided. They got the logo on the front and another logo on the back, so they're pretty cool. Same with the coffee mug. You know, it's pretty cool. Go on to my Facebook page and scroll down. You'll see the t-shirts. If the first campaign's over, I'll just start another one tonight or tomorrow, and you guys can jump on there and buy, you know, whatever's on there. There's several different color shirts for the females. Different, you know, there's difference in the female shirts and the male shirts. But hey, Nanny, what's up? Yeah, so I figured I'd just pop on and hang out with you guys, and we'll BS for a little bit. I got the Ovilus running. What I'm gonna ask a question to the Ovilus. What happened at the Monroe House? Can you tell me? Or what is haunting the Monroe House?
Coat.
Is the Monroe House
Board. Do.
Board? Are you talking about the Ouija board? Remember, I was just talking about the Ouija board and it said board. BOARD. Did the Ouija board open in doorways in that house? Did it awaken spirits? If so, who and what? Let's try a little ghost. Opening. Oh, that's interesting. I just asked it if it was open, if it opened any doors. That's kind of interesting, huh? What did it open? What's opening?
Scruple. Turn. Fire.
Ooh.
February.
I wonder if the fire was in February. There's two unexplained, I think at least two unexplained fires in the Monroe House that they could never, the inspectors could never figure out why they started, and I've seen the burn marks. What started the fire?
Chills. Homicide.
Ooh, homicide. Was there a murder in the Monroe House? We know there was, more than likely.
Near. During.
Yeah, Bobby Mackey's always be haunted. That place is crazy. Try that little ghost box, see what happens. Can you tell me what my friend's name is that's at the Monroe House right now? Ooh, it just said a cross, and it said a cross on the Ovilus. That's kind of crazy. See it right there? Where is the Monroe House located? Oh, it said Hartford City. That's crazy. Are there any spirits in the Monroe House that want to communicate through this box? Yes or no? Can you tell us what the entity is that's at the Monroe House? If at least one of them. Oh, it said present. Something just said present on the Ovilus, acting like it's here with me. Who just said present, like you're here? Who are you? What was found in the Monroe House when Eddie bought it? What house? If there's anyone new watching, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button for me, guys. That helps me out. Quarantine. Are there any Native American spirits in the Monroe House? What's up, Andrew? Who's coming? Wow, that was creepy. Hi. Who are you? What the hell? Some weird freaking... You're free? What are you free of? It's sweeping nanny. It's a hack shack. They don't make those anymore. You can't find them unless you buy a used one. See if I can show you. There, you can kind of see it. The lights are blurring it up. No, that's not enough. There, you can see it sweeping backwards. So how many spirits want to communicate tonight? Yeah, I'm on the mountain. They obviously said mountain. Watch, nerve. Behind you? Who's behind me? Children? What the hell? Make a noise. There's a child's voice. Why is there a child communicating with me right now? Where are you from? Where are you coming to me from? Hide? The hell? Run? So now something sounds like it's warning me, and it said the obvious is sent, Norman, and paragraph. Is someone that talked to me named Norman, yes or no? I'm here, and it sounded like a little boy. Norman, are you at the Monroe House right now? There's some creepy hiss sounds going on. Norman, were you ever at the Monroe House when I was there? Killed. You'll hang? Someone just said I'll hang. Is there a child speaking through the box from the Monroe House? Yes or no? Yes or no? Gateway, look, and bell on the Ovilus. That's crazy. So, if you just joined us, all right, I'm going to turn this box off. You cannot touch me or attempt to harm me in any way, and the door is closed right now. If you just joined us, guys,
Nothing. Hell.
Nothing in hell.
Heat.
That's crazy.
Below.
Nikki and her friend Jenn are at the Monroe House, and asked malicious. Now it's talking like crazy. They asked me to maybe remote in here in a little bit, so I figured I'd pop on early and hang out with you guys and just do a little bit of, you know, talking and live ghost box and Ovilus, see what happens. So, and I'm out in the on the haunted mountain that I live on with in the haunted shack I have. But yeah, that's where I'm at, just chilling and hanging out with you guys. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, as I said earlier, and hit the thumbs up button for me, guys. Type your comments away in the comments section, and we appreciate all your feedback. Now, I will say, if there's any trolls or negative people, my mama always told me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I will delete it and block you. I do not care. So, you know, for all the haters out there. So with that being said, you know, we got a lot of cool stuff. I'll go over that again. We got some t-shirts for sale, coffee mugs, all that. Look on my Facebook page, the Society of Supernatural page. You can scroll down, find it, and it's on through Teespring. And it supports us. You get some cool SOS gear, and all the money we make, which isn't much, goes back to our investigations and our gear to bring you guys these kind of live investigations. So any support you can give us, we appreciate it. If you guys didn't see a couple weeks ago on Noreen's show, me and Wesley were on there with Kristen from the Blair House. That was an awesome show. You know, good stuff. Good stuff, guys. So let me do a check-in here, see what the status is. Sorry, that was the phone beeping or whatever. So yeah, so I just got a message from Jenn and Nikki. They're wrapping up on their other feed they were doing. Jenn said she had to step outside because she was being affected. Now for whatever reason, guys, the Monroe House really seems to affect women. I mean, many women have been attacked in that place. Sherry, you know, has been attacked numerous times. She's, you know, I've got pictures of her with blood coming out of her leg, big giant scratches, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, you know, and like I said, when me and Nikki were there, she was, I mean, it was like she drank a case of liquor or something. She was just out of it, you know, and I was with her the whole time. So I don't know what happened to her, you know, and we had to take her outside, did some prayers on her. She became physically ill, was dry heaving. After the prayers were done, she felt better. We went back in for a little bit. It started happening all over again.
Grace.
It got even more
Missed.
negative. And I said, you know what? We're out of here. And we packed our stuff up and got out. And, you know, it was one crazy night. I've been back there since, you know, with David Weatherly. We did some, we got some crazy stuff, got some crazy light anomalies, got a really good class A EVP in the kitchen area. Doors were open, you know, mysteriously. We couldn't figure that out, the one between the kitchen and stuff. And I asked,
what?
Did you do that? I said, did you do that? And a little girl's voice responded. We heard it disembodied with our own ears, and we caught it on audio. And said, yes, it was me. And you can see that on the Monroe House video on the Society Supernatural channel. It was pretty crazy. So, crazy stuff, man. I think we're just gonna try, you know, since we had that crazy energy there before, she called me and thought it would be cool if we could, you know, if I can call in, you know, they'll call me and I'll be live with them for a little bit and see if we can get any crazy stuff, you know, our two energies together with Jenn's on the phone and like us being there again, kind of without me being there. So you never know what you're going to get with doing that kind of stuff, you know. Something you got to try. You got to try when you investigate the paranormal. You got to try many different things, many different techniques to elicit responses and try to get intelligent responses and something that's factual or pertains to the history of the house. So I think I'm going to move the feed over here just in case and make sure it's doing good. With this device that I'm using, I can't see the chat when I'm live streaming, so get it a little bit closer to the internet. I just want you all to be able to hear good and everything. I'm going to go on my YouTube and check out how it looks and everything. Yeah, it looks good. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. There we go. Cool. All right. So, as always, guys, I can't reiterate how much your support means to me. You know, it's really like, what's the word I'm looking for? Humbling to have so many people support what you do when you create something from nothing. I've been doing this for a long time. You know, during my working life, I couldn't do it as much of, obviously. And then when I retired in 2011, I went full bore with it. And I had my first channel, Country Roads Paranormal TV. Worked with many, many folks on that channel. And the channel was a big success. Well, fortunately, you know, if any of you don't know why, you know, the channel disappeared, is because someone I used to work with that we shared video, you know, back and forth. They filed false copyright claims on me and took my channel down. And you have no recourse to fight that on YouTube. YouTube just does not care. Many accusations made that were total BS. And so, you know, you might attack me and you might do things in that sense, but guess what? You're not going to stop me from doing what I do and what I love to do. If you're that hateful type of jealous person, then, you know, you can live in your misery. I won't accept it, and I move on and keep doing what I love doing. As you know, the Real Supernatural channel is doing really good. you know, it's where it took my first channel, my old channel, 2 years to get where this channel got in a year. So, you know, it's awesome. And, you know, YouTube's not the only thing I'm doing, guys. We've got DVDs coming out. I'm in a book, Wood Knocks Volume 2, that's coming out real soon. I've got a couple of books in progress right now myself. That'll be out in the near future. So, you know, many, many things going on. YouTube's not only we do the YouTube for you guys so you can enjoy what we do, interact with us when we're live at locations, when we're able to go live the best we can. You know, going live's a crapshoot sometimes, depending where you're at. So, I'm humbled and really just, you know, proud of where I've come with the YouTube and with all the supporters and all the great comments and everything. And I really, really appreciate you guys. We love our fans. We love, you know, the support you give, and we love to give back when we can, you know, and we do giveaway, you know, look forward soon to more giveaways coming in the near future. We'll be doing, I'm sure we're going to have a night where we give away a few of the DVDs that that's getting ready to come out, and other Society of the Supernatural products, stickers, you know, all kinds of stuff we got coming up. You know, right now I'm taking a break because, as you guys know, I had surgery on my leg. I had what they call a low-grade sarcoma in my leg, and believe it or not, I blame it on the Wells house. I had nothing going bad until after that Wells house investigation, and all hell broke loose. I had a lot of bad shit going on in my life. Lost, people who I thought were friends turned out not to be friends. Just leave it at that. I got freaking cancer in my leg. So, you know, there's no such thing as that many coincidences. But the good news is with that, they think it was all contained within the tumor, because I figured I'd go ahead and just let it out because I've got so many questions. People are wondering. I'm good to go. I feel great. Of course, I got to, you know, go every few months and get retested to make sure there's nothing else. But so far, so good, guys. No big deal. And thanks for all the outpouring of your support on that situation, too. So, lots of cool stuff, man. So I'm just waiting until they finish up what they're doing, and they're going to buzz me in, and we'll go from there. Vapor. So I still got the Ovilus running. While I was talking, it was saying difficult. It said difficult, what, and vapor. Picture looks pretty good, doesn't it, guys? That's not bad at all. Picture looks pretty good, doesn't it? Cool. So anyway, let's fire the ghost box back up until they call. What? All right. You can use the energy of the box again. Any spirits that want to communicate, you can use the energy of the box, not my energy, only. Anyone want to communicate, feel free. How old are you?
Measure.
Can you tell me what started the fires at the Monroe House? You say that again. What started the fires at the Monroe House, or who? Have fun. Haunted. What's haunted? How many of you are here right now, coming through the box? "12 again. Now that number 12's come across a couple of times. That's weird. Are you attached to the Monroe House? Yes or no? Any of you? I heard 3 yeses and like 3 or 4 nos. So there's multiple spirits sound like they're responding there. The ones that are attached to the Monroe House, can you give me your names? Some weird, deep, growly voices coming through there, man. What? Whoever just said that name, say that name again. I can't, and then wait, it said. Why? Why do I have to wait? It just said Ouija. No, I'm not using a Ouija. I don't use a Ouija board. Who wants me to use a Ouija board? What? I don't have a board. I don't want one either. So why did you say to wait? I want to know why you told me to wait to say that name again. Can you say one of the people in my chat room's name, please? Say the name again. Who's the groggy, deep, growly voice coming through? Who are you? Oh, great. Where are you coming from? Where are you communicating to me from? What kind of remains are under the Monroe House? Alright, let me turn this off. Alright. So, the girls messaged me and they're saying that they're regrouping and setting up. They're a little bit behind. Something happened. So, I guess we'll find out all about that here in a few minutes. So, getting some really weird stuff coming through. We're trying to, we're going to try to bridge that gap. The gap from here to there to Indiana and see if we can make a connection. I think spirits can travel wherever they want to and communicate through just about whatever they want to. There's no sense of time, space, or distance for spirits in my point of view, my opinion. And I've had spirits follow me, from various locations. I've communicated with them in a particular location, and 1,000 miles away, I've got the same voice and stuff coming through the ghost box here at my house. I don't do it in my house, but outside on the porch or whatever, or in my building here. So it's pretty amazing when stuff like that happens, because it really lets you know what they're capable of. I don't know if you guys have ever seen, I've been attacked numerous times at different places. One time in the Rhodes Hotel, I had my head split open by something unseen. I had a big cut on my head and a knot, and Weatherly was using the ghost box, and he said, "What'd you do to Dave?" And the ghost box said, "I hit him, ha ha ha," like that, but of course a lot more evil sounding. And he said, "What'd you hit him with?" And it said a shovel, you know, and that was after the fact. You know, it was nuts. And several people saw that, you know, several people were there when it happened. There was nothing I could have hit my head on in the bathroom I was in. It was a big bathroom, nothing hanging from the walls, nothing, you know, no hooks or nothing mounted on the wall. Crazy stuff. And the very next day, the same spirit, he calls himself Ian, and he still comes through on the ghost walk sometimes. He comes through and tries to communicate with us. And the very next day, he scratched David from the top of his shoulder down to his crack of his butt, man, and 3 giant red marks. And right before that happened, it said he was going to slash him. So some of these spirits, man, they really can manifest and hurt you physically, and not only physically, but they can mess with you mentally and spiritually as well. So you got to be really careful. You know, you should always cleanse and protect yourselves, and that doesn't always work, guys. I have to say, sometimes it takes several. I don't know if you guys saw when we were live at the Archive of the Afterlife, my friend's museum, Steve Hummel. He had just gotten in the headpiece from Moundsville Penitentiary, one of the most violent prisons in the United States for many, many years until it was shut down. He got the headpiece for the electric chair where 9 people were executed, you know, for various crimes, and the thing went crazy, man. And the devices went crazy when he has it in a glass case, and the static meter was lighting up. That thing never lights up. It was a plasma static meter. The millimeter touch sensor was going off. I went over there. I was doing a session, and they had the SLS camera on me. And before, you know, when they were filming me, I told them, I said, it feels like something's hitting my neck right here, touching my neck, hitting my neck. And within seconds, they recorded a stick figure punching me right in the same place that I was talking about, and we got that on camera and stuff. So, you know, these spirit, and within minutes, I had 2 big welts on my neck, and you know, it was crazy stuff. So, you know, if you're a beginning investigator, or you know, you just go out and do public ghost hunts and all that stuff, still be careful, because they can affect you and they can hurt you. I'm here to tell you. So I'm just hanging out, waiting, seeing what's going to happen here. I'll pop in the chat on this. Donna Rad asked, do I pray before and after? Yeah, I say some protection stuff, and use holy water and sage and whatnot. Oh yeah, Nanny, to answer your question, yeah, that woman from the Cincinnati paper did call me a while back and interviewed me. I don't know if it has come out yet. I don't even know. So I did my thing with her, and she was supposed to let me know. But I changed my phone number and stuff too, and she hasn't emailed me or anything, so I don't know what all went on with it. They were doing a story about Sedumsville Rectory, and Nanny turned a reporter on to me because she knew I'd been there. And she took the video information and all that stuff and interviewed me for like an hour. So that's a crazy place, you know. They were going to close it. They closed it temporarily, but now they're reopening it for some paranormal stuff. So I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, you can bring stuff home with you guys. I mean, that's just, you know, nature of the game. You got to be careful. Donna Rat asked, why is the shack haunted? The shack's not really haunted. The property it sits on is haunted. There's several murders up here on this mountain many, many years ago. There was a bar, what they call a watering hole, right down, I mean, just not even a quarter mile right here. Probably more like an eighth of a mile. And some guys were drinking. One of them was a postman. And, you know, back in those days, it was all horse. You know, they rode horses and buggies and all that. Well, he stopped there and, you know, having drinks, whatever. And him and he got into it with these two guys. One was a Native American and another guy, and they ended up stabbing him. Well, he wasn't dead at this point, but they put him on his horse, and he made it right here and somewhere right here on this property where my house is, and he fell over dead off the horse, and they just buried him. He's buried right out here behind my building, on this point. There's no marked grave, but you know the stories have been handed down, and we know, you know, from the family that it's true. He's buried right out here. So yeah, I'll do a quick Q&A, or a quick whatever you said, Kathy. If spirits are energy, then how is it that when they speak, they come across as, or we hear them as male and female? I don't know, you know. Excuse me, I got this weird cough going on. And a lot of times when I get that, the spirits are interacting with me. It's weird. But I think even though they're energy, they still maybe retain some of that when they were, you know, from when they were actually in a body. They may retain some of that, especially if it's like a residual, or even if it's intelligent. You know, they may retain that persona, if you will, for some amount of time anyway. Who knows? I mean, it's all theory, guys. All this stuff's theory. No one knows exactly. We do not know exactly what we're communicating with. You could be hearing a child, but it may not be a child. It could be something else. You know, you could hear a man. It may not be a man. You know, it could be something totally different. You just don't know. There's no way to prove it without a shadow of a doubt, 100%. The reason I do this stuff is because of my own experiences I had. I'm seeking my own answers. And it blows me away when I'm in a, you know, a location or whatever, and I'm using a recorder or whatever, and I ask a question. I'm the only one around, and I have a response to my question, an intelligent response. I mean, how do you explain that? You know, that kind of stuff blows me away. Or when you have say another example would be, you have a mel meter going off, and you're doing an EVP session, and you get a response to your question, and another device goes off. You put all that together, you've got something that's really tangible there. Whether we can say what exactly it is, we don't know, but you know, it's still very, very exciting when you get that kind of stuff. A lot of people don't like the ghost boxes, but you know, let me tell you, I've been using them for many years, and you know, there's so many different things you can look for, and you know, for instance, on the radio, normal radio channels that it scans through. It's sweeping through hundreds of channels a second, guys. It's just da 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 da. And when you get a response, sometimes you'll get full sentences, you know, and it's swept over 10 or 20 channels. You know, that's tangible stuff right there. And then when sometimes you'll get cussed out by a spirit, you know, or an entity, and they're saying mother F or F you. Well, radio stations are not allowed to air anything like that. It's against FCC regulations. Bottom line, they'll get fined big time, or they could even get their station shut down. So they don't allow that. They all have a delay on their live feeds just for that purpose. So, you know, there's just so many different things. You know, the ghost boxes do work, and I feel that white noise, that energy, gives them enough energy to communicate, and they can communicate through many different means, you know. Yeah, right. That's not. Let me go ahead and take care of something real quick. That's not really. That's a fake. So anyway, yeah. My mods are not in tonight because I didn't really tell them till the last minute. So I don't even know if they saw it. I don't care. I don't need mods. There's always going to be trolls, guys. Who cares? Who cares if they live a sad life? Blah blah blah. You know. Anyway, so any other questions? Let me take another one. Yeah, Chipper, that house, that was the Willows Weep house. That place is a trip too. Yeah, Nanny, Willows Weep is the house that Chipper's talking about. Yep, Andrew, the bloody chair. Yep. Hey, Crystal. So lots of been to tons of locations, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of investigations over my time. I can't even count them all really. And you know, Indiana, for whatever reason, I've been to a lot of locations there. I do have family there too, by the way, a lot of family. So it's pretty cool. It's one of those places that has just a whole bunch of different activity, a whole bunch of reports of UFOs, Bigfoot sightings, elementals, cryptids, the whole nine yards. Man, is in Indiana. Um, as you know, I've spent probably since I went up there with Nikki the first week we went up there, we did like 3 or 4 investigations, and ever since then, 3 years ago, I've been going up there a lot. I've taken many other investigators with me, uh, and we've done a ton of stuff there. But it's just what we find strange too, as Weatherly says, it's its motto, Indiana's motto, is the Crossroads Street. And we all know about the old Crossroads story. The musicians would go to the crossroads and sell their soul to the devil so they could become famous and rich and all that. So it's kind of creepy in that sense. But you know, all those kind of things are you know kind of synchronicity type stuff. And it's really weird. That's kind of the stuff we look for. Those areas of, as Weatherly says, high strangeness, and pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I've went to many places, and point in case, Donna. Donna asked if I ever went to somewhere that it turned out not to be haunted. There's a place here in West Virginia. I'm not going to say the name of the. It's a state park. Um, a real murder happened there, and when I was in law enforcement, I used to supervise a guy that did the murder, and he was a preacher, and he clubbed his wife to death. Rumor has it that he had a gay lover, and he wanted a divorce from his wife, but he didn't want his wife to take everything he had. So he concocted this story. He wanted to take his wife to this really nice romantic cabin out in the woods, and took her out there, and he pretty much beat her to death with a piece of wood, and just beat her to death, and it was horrible. Well, for many years after that, people would say, "Well, it's haunted, it's haunted." So, of course, it's in my home state. I'm going to go there and check it out. And I went there. I spent the whole night in the cabin. I had all my stuff set up. I didn't live stream it because it's a touchy situation. It's a state park and everything. And certain places, I've done many investigations you guys don't even know about that I've filmed and documented things in, but I do not do them all live, and I don't put them all on my channel because there's the privacy of the individuals involved. If people call me for help, I go help them, and I do film it in case I capture something on video, but a lot of them I just don't publicize. So anyway, back to that story. Went there. I pulled every trick in the book that I knew, to try to get responses, and nothing. Not a peep, not a whisper, not an EVP1. No equipment went off. Nothing. So and I actually went back again just to make sure, because sometimes you'll go to a location that is notoriously haunted and not get a peep. You just never know what you're going to get when you do this stuff. So I went back to the place a second time. Same thing. Tried everything I knew. Even tried a lot of old school stuff, and nothing. So I chalked it up as not being haunted, and then I put it out there to the people who wanted me to come and check it out, park officials and whatnot, that it's not haunted, and you know, it's just folklore. You know, it's a folklore tale, and there's a lot of that goes around. You know, a lot of folklore, a lot of spooky tales, which it's fun. You know, it's all fun and all that stuff, but not every place is haunted that says it's haunted. Just it's not. All right, let me do a check, see if they're ready to do anything here. Sounds like running water at 13:54. Huh, weird. I think they said they were gonna, you know, they were resetting up and whatnot and stuff. They're gonna film this, so it'll probably be up on Nikki's channel from their end, and then you guys will see this on my end, of course. So if they get it up and running, I don't know what the deal is, so I'm just still waiting. Apparently, Jenn had some issues going on with something messing with her, so hopefully they got it taken care of. Any more questions while we're waiting? That's right, Kathy. I mean, if they're Kathy makes a good point. You can't always get the spirits to react when you want them to. No, you can't, because you know, especially if they're an intelligent uh, entity, you know, they're if they don't want to communicate with you, they might not just like you, so they're not going to talk to you or communicate or anything. You just never know what you're going to get. You know. So who else is hearing swirling water? That's weird. PJ Dempsey says she's hearing swirling water. I don't hear that. Yeah, good point, Nanny. The picture's still good and sound, guys. Everything's doing good. Yeah, Zoe, I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I already talked about that earlier. I don't know if she's gonna. I don't know if she's gonna be live on anything. I think she's just filming it and she's gonna put it on her channel. And but they're gonna call me from in there and then she'll film it on that end. I think is what they're doing. Hey Tina. Tina's under Crystal Page's name. Tina, is that Tina Nichols? I'm assuming. Okay, good, Kathy. Thank you. Are you got? Do you have the mod symbol up on your thing, Kathy? You should be a mod on this channel. I don't think I can make it do it from here. No, I can't do it from my phone. So it was during the hack shack you guys were hearing water sounds. That's freaky. And what's really weird is the Ovilus just quit talking. It was going nuts earlier. Do a reset here.
Sack. 1.
Sack 1. That's weird. Okay, so apparently one of the girls is being messed with again. Jenn is being messed with. Hmm. So apparently something's going on. But I'll hang out for a little bit longer till they figure this out, and then we'll do some more ghost box. Matter of fact, let's try it right now. See if we can find out what's going on. Can you tell me who's messing with one of the girls at the Monroe House? Said Deborah on the Ovilus. What? Who's trying to attack one of the girls at the Monroe House right now? Is it a female or a male? Who's doing the attacking? It just said the D word. Is it attached to the house, yes or no? Was it conjured into the house? What are you trying to do to Jenn at the house, at the Monroe House? I swear that just said possess. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it sounded like. What are you trying to do to Jenn at that house? Why would you do that? You just said hurt. So you want to hurt that person? You want to hurt her? It could be the white noise guys that's making it sound to you like it's swirling water. I want you to tell me again. You already told me once, but who wants to hurt her? What are you? Who are you? The dark one. It just said the dark one. That was crazy. That was a full sentence, you know. Who brought you into that house? Were you the one that caused the man to hurt the children in the house, the child? Are you the one that caused all the havoc in that house? Yes or no? Whoa, freaking hell. Are the Native Americans spirits upset that the house is built or where the house is built right on top of them? Yeah, you're right, Chipper. That's where it started. So, what is your purpose at the house? I got another question. I heard rumors of children being thrown in the well that's under the house. Is there children's bodies in that well, yes or no? Oh, 2 yeses. Clear as a bell. What year did that happen? Can you say 1800s, 1900s, when? What will get rid of the negative spirits in that house? What needs to happen? They did, Donna. I'm just trying to give it time to answer, guys. That's why I'm waiting so long between questions. How many are in the well? 5. What the hell was that? Tell me your name now. Tell me your name now. Whoa. That's creepy shit right there. What gives you pleasure? What do you like doing? Okay, if you're in the Monroe House right now, I want you to pound as loud as you can so the girls can hear you. And they will tell me if they heard you. Stomp, pound, scream, do whatever you got to do. Time is 1:21. It's saying a lot of, I don't know if you guys are hearing this, but it said like several demon names already. And I don't really tolerate that, I don't encourage that. And all right, they're going to call me in a minute. I'm turning the ghost box off. All right, this window of talking is closed. You can only use the box's energy to communicate with me. All right. Waiting for the call, guys. Crazy stuff right there. That was weird, man. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey. You see us?
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool.
Let me turn some light on for a second.
Alright. Jenn, I guess we did the thing. Oh, the tablet? Yeah. It's on those tables. Okay, the room. Okay. Just one second.
Okay. Can you see me?
Yeah,
Kinda.
Oh, yeah, now I see you. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I just grabbed my speaker. Sorry. I'm a little run off right now. Yeah, we're a little behind because of what happened. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. You guys are live on my channel too, by the way, so.
Oh, hi everyone.
So let me see if we can see what we can see here.
We're live on his channel right now. Hi. I miss this place.
Yeah.
I have no idea if it's or not because it's where were so tiny, like little dots.
So tell everybody where you guys are. Tell everybody where you're at right now, guys.
We are at the Monroe House in Hartford City, Indiana.
Anything crazy going on?
Yeah. Well, I was just affected. It came on suddenly. I know it wasn't like a food thing because I ate hours and hours and hours ago. Yeah. We were doing a ghost box session with the Timex Radio Shack up in the Ouija board room, and all of a sudden I just looked at Nikki and I felt like nauseous, like really nauseous, and I said, I kind of like mouthed to her, I'm like, I gotta step out. And so I left, I went downstairs, I went outside, and I was like dry heaving outside. I knew as soon as I started to get the nauseous feeling that it was a sign to get out of there, because I knew that happened to her previously. Yeah, I had my own case of the dry heaves, if you remember, Dave.
Yeah, I told everybody about that. I refreshed their memory since it was like 3 years ago, and I told them they can go watch the video. You know, it's on the channel. We had to stop the investigation early, and you were just not right, you know, and all the crazy stuff we got there, it was insane.
Yeah, I can honestly say that it was the first place that I ever been to that affected me in that way. And, you know, since, I'd have to say, I've only had one other time where I've had something affect me to that, I guess, kind of that degree. I mean, I really can't measure it. But, that time I had to be carried out. So just be glad you didn't have to actually physically carry me out, because I'm sure that would have been fun. But I think everybody who knows me, I wasn't going out swinging, so. Yeah, and neither was I. We were just doing a regular ghost box session. I wasn't provoking. There was just REM pod stuff going on. And yeah, something was, I guess, turning the ghost box, hitting buttons so it would stop sleeping.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I can't really explain it. But could be the radio just, you know, being weird. Who knows? But the REM pod activity was pretty crazy. So, and then that happened. Yeah.
Now you guys are sleeping in the house, correct? You stayed there last night. Anything happened?
Yeah.
Anything happened when you were sleeping, or?
No. If it did, I don't even know that we'd know, because we hadn't slept since we left Willow's Beach. We said since Bell. I'm sorry, we didn't even sleep there. We didn't sleep at Willow's Beach at all. We investigated all night, packed up, left, and came here. Yeah. And then we didn't sleep here. Like we went and investigated straight through. Yeah, until I don't even know what time it was last night. Yeah, and then finally went to sleep. That's why we were today. It was yesterday technically now, but you know, we were awake for a very long time. So when we did pass out, I think we probably passed out so hard that I don't even. If it would have messed with us, I don't even know if we would have realized it, honestly, because we were so tired. And you know, we know that we shouldn't put ourselves in that kind of spot, especially with a place like this that's affected me before. But you know, anybody who's gone out and investigated, I think, can understand that. You know, this is the place I was dying to get back to ever since I had my experience, because I really couldn't figure out, still can't figure out what affected me, and I wanted to see if, you know, it was going to do it again.
So
the reason why we investigated all night Willow's Week was we were getting really good stuff. It was insane. Yeah, so we didn't want to just couldn't leave it hanging. Yeah, you know. So.
Yeah.
But when we did rest, I slept like a baby. Mm-hmm. I probably snored like a wild boar. But, you know, it was good, restful sleep. I mean, all the places that we have slept at, I haven't felt anything bothering me while I was sleeping. No. So.
Well, that house is notorious for attacking women. You know, a lot of women have been attacked in that house, grabbed, touched, scratched, you know, attacked. You guys know that. So I'll just tell you, let me tell you what I was doing. I was trying to communicate through the box.
Earlier, I was like, you know, messing with I got a different camera, a new camera, quote unquote, and I was trying to mess with it, a night shot of the spotlight. So I'm like down there, and I thought the spotlight was also bright, right? Until you're down in that basement. So I go up and I turn the light off, and I had a flashlight. I walk down, and the camera's down there. And I'm like, this is giving off like no light. So I go up the stairs.
I'm losing connection. Figures. Everything was good and then dead. So, let me try something here. All right, guys. So I lost them. I'll let her call me back. That's weird. I got full bars. It's not on my end. I'll call them back here.
Interesting that happened that way.
Yeah, it just went dead.
Just one second. Grab a camera because if something's going to happen, she wants to know the video. I should probably get more than one, get all the angles covered. You know how I am. I like to cover all my bases.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something way of telling us that shit's about to go down. I don't know. We shall see. We will find out. I'm going to grab two.
Yeah. So I was running a ghost box and I was running an Ovilus and I was getting all these responses that were talking about fires and all this crazy stuff, demons, and I was getting little kids' voices coming through, which is standard for the Monroe House, and it's kind of creepy what all the stuff I was getting while I was waiting for you guys to come and join. Come and call me and everything and let me know what was going on. So.
The other thing is, Dave, earlier today in the afternoon, we did a stream for about an hour we were using the 587 chat app. Anyway, your name came through. Your first name and last name. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they love you. Up in the doll carriage room.
Well, and then it said a little bit ago, like 5 minutes before you guys called, it was like trying to get me to use a Ouija board. And it was making reference to whatever's there was conjured through a Ouija board, and then it was trying to say Ouija, use a Ouija. And I was like, no, because I don't do that. So.
Well, you didn't know this, but Nikki did a one-person Ouija up in the room tonight before we called you.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
That's creepy, man.
Yeah, but she didn't get anything. The funny thing is, nothing moved. The planchette didn't move. The only thing I did was get pissed off. Yeah, and that was because of, the snarky little comments from people in the Facebook live chat. So that raised the energy levels, I'm sure.
Well, don't worry about those people.
Yeah, haters gonna hate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We get them all the time. It's no life people that want to sit on their ass and talk shit, and they don't go.
Exactly.
And they don't go out and do. They don't go. Yeah, they don't go out and do anything, but they want to talk crap to other people who do stuff. So.
Exactly.
So whatever. That's why they make the block and delete button for.
Are we in a good spot, or should I move it?
No, you're good. I can see both your heads and good sound, everything.
Okay, cool. You want me to start? Let's see if I do this again.
Yeah, do it.
If it's gonna cut out. Echovox.
Okay. Tell them why we're gonna use the echovox, Nikki.
We're gonna use echovox because I should have got a recorder and put it right here, see if it flies again. Not yours. Yeah. session, and it wasn't that long after, at least it doesn't feel like it was, that evidently something started affecting me. I was running my mouth like a wildcat, kind of like that. And Dave was like, slow down, for the love of God. You know, like, it's not an auction here. You know, you don't have to do that stuff. So I was completely fine, not at all like lethargic or anything. And something affected me. And are you shitting me? What? The camera just died. I just put a battery in it, charged.
That's
my 4K camera.
That's another thing that happens there, man. The last time I was there with Weatherly, man, I had 4 brand new batteries in different cameras, and they all died almost simultaneously.
Oh yeah. Well, that one was fully charged, and I knew damn well it was great, perfectly fine. When I put it in, it shows full battery. I'll tell you, I should be exhausted from running around changing out batteries from cameras. Have you noticed the temperature change in this room? It's chilly. Yeah. It's got just since we've been talking. Yeah. I'm going to go get. Okay, Chris doesn't want me to sit down. I don't think. I'm going to put another battery. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, this is what kept happening at Willow's Week too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It could be a good sign. Maybe something good's gonna happen.
Depends on people's definition of good. For entertainment purposes, maybe good. But I just don't want anything to happen to Nikki, like physically. That would not be good for me. You don't want to drive my car? No, I'm not considering. Not right now, no. Not not to be advised. Yeah. Good Lord. God, never. If it eats this one right away, I'm gonna just be. Yeah, this house eats batteries, man. It's like it's M&M's to this house. And light bulbs, from what I understand. Yeah, that's what Pam and I said earlier. Dude, I didn't even want to take that. And now this shit came back on. It's not good. One of my cameras got completely foobarred at Willow's Week. It won't work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, at all. This is ridiculous. This is not okay. And Dave, if you see anything behind us or anything like that we can't see, just let us know.
When I was there last time, right in front of you guys on that floor, we had chairs sitting in the middle of that floor, man, and I caught all kind of light anomalies in that room. And that's where me and Nikki were. Really? That's where me and Nikki were too, I believe, isn't it, Nikki?
Yeah, I think I'm sitting where you were sitting and Nikki is sitting where she is sitting. That's what we're trying to recreate, the exact scenario.
Can you scoot over to your right like a foot?
Like over here this way?
No, the other way. I'm sorry.
Oh, the other way. Okay. Hang on.
Yep, right there.
All right, let's see. Thanks for this one. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. All right, I'm going to hardwire. Okay. Dave, I saw your Facebook post. I just want to extend my thoughts and prayers too. Yeah.
Oh, for my dad, you mean?
Yeah, because I read it shortly before we came on.
Yeah. It is what it is. Nothing you can do, Just sucks it's right around Father's Day.
Yeah, I know. I recently lost my father too. I know what it's like. It's always sad around the holidays, especially. Okay. All right. That's all right. Joke's on them. We're hardwired now, plugged in the wall. Please don't knock it over. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Take 3. Echovox. All right. Let's hope that we can do it. I should have it set up. Ooh, she dropped her brick phone. Okay. Sorry for those headphones on. Sorry, yeah. Alright, got it. Shuffle. Here goes up. Hello? Thank you, you're welcome. Don't know what is this? Do you know who's on that device over there? Can you see that guy? You were saying his full name earlier over this. Oh, you funny now?
I'm laughing.
Do you know Dave? Come. Do you remember me? What's my name? Your mom's name?
Right before you answer that question, I heard a whole sentence say, "That is all they want to do," or something to that effect.
It said what?
It said a whole sentence. It said, "That is all they want to do," or something to that effect.
Oh, wow. What happened to Nikki the last time she was here? Get out. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sorry. Stuck with me. I'm not scared of you. Is that what you want? Because you're not going to fit in.
Who's the entity that likes to hurt women?
What?
Who is the entity that likes to hurt women there?
Who's the enemy that likes to hurt women? Me? Well, what's your name? Tom? Who's Frank? Your name? Is it John? Real low. Earlier we were getting basement. What's up with the basement? Do you want me to go down there? What? I thought I just started sharing.
Shit.
You know,
plug. Oh, there it is.
It probably should. Psychic? Last time I heard it said angel genocide. Did you say that? Can you say it again? Watch this. Can you tell me about the fire? Kill them all. Something pipe.
What started the fire in the house? Something, it said something entity started the fire.
Yup, as soon as you finish talking. We're not going anywhere. I'm gonna bring it home for a little bit. Okay. I think it might be a battery. Of course it needs a battery. Why do you guys keep draining my battery? Do you need that much energy? Yeah, that's yeah? Tell me the name of people who own this place.
Hey, Nikki, did you ever find out any more info about the bones in the basement in the crawl space?
Yeah. From what I understand, it's still being researched. So, I don't know the outcome. I did talk to Pam and Eddie earlier for an interview, and we just barely touched on it. We had so many other things to talk about. I know they had found on this necklace with hair.
Yeah.
And leather shorts. Locket? I don't think it's a locket, guys. Can you tell me whose necklace that is? What's with the necklace? Tell me whose necklace it is. Sorry, she's getting it set up. I don't know if it's visible or not. It's definitely not there. Oh, I know. Where would it be visible? There. I have no idea. Is that visible? Can you see this?
No.
No?
No. I can see you guys from like the chest up. That's it.
Hello. That's what you say. Hello? How many of you are here right now? Bear with me.
I had asked what was it trying to do to Jenn earlier, and it said possess, and it said it wanted to hurt you.
Oh, good to know. How about now? REM pod.
Where is it?
Can you touch it?
No, I can't see it. No, I can't. I can see it now.
Now you can?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to level this out. Don't fall. Don't fall, people on there.
No, they got a REM pod going, guys. They got a REM pod setting up.
You have what? You have what?
The people in the chat were asking me what you guys were doing. They thought it was feedback. I said, no, it's a REM pod.
Yeah. Just trying to get this to stand up. It's not happy. Damn, man. There. Is it still visible?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm praying to God it don't. Do you have something you want to say, Nikki?
Spirit, yeah. Oh, it said spirit. It said spirit talk to you. Who wants to talk to you? Oh, that gave a demon name. It just said Nikki. It just said Nikki.
Oh, hello, my friend. You're back? Yes, I am. Are you like a Slim Shady? That was funny because I was thinking that. You guys calling out my Eminem fetish here? Where I was doing, guess he's back again.
There's always a lot of references to demons and all kinds of creepy shit in that house, man.
Oh, yeah. Why do you try to intimidate people using like the name of demons and stuff? Do you think that works? Oh, love. It makes you big and bad?
See, it said it again. It said demon again. What is your name? Tell us your real name.
What's your real name?
What am I holding in my hand? Do you like this?
See that?
Whoa. You know what I'm holding, guys? I'm holding a St. Michael pendant. And it had that weird flurry of growly shit just now. Do you like this?
You don't like it, do you?
What do you think about this? Do you like that?
No. I'm not getting out. Neither is she. We're not going anywhere.
It doesn't like that, man.
Uh-huh.
That's a real...
Hey, you like this? Religion right here. You like religion? I'm not going anywhere. You can say all the names you want. It's not going to bother me at all. No, I'm strong in my faith, so.
Kind of interesting how it got really negative right there.
What?
It got really negative after after we put that up there.
Who's the man talking? Are you the drunken guy in the kitchen? It's right. Did I hear you when I came down the stairs today and she thought I was listening and talking to myself because she was upstairs still? Did you say hey? Right as I came down the stairs, like. Was it you?
That's creepy.
Look at the camera. It's flashing over your face or your head. There was something. I was detecting my face.
Are you attached to the Monroe House? Yes. What is your sole purpose? What's your purpose of being at the Monroe House?
That's it. Did you hear to rape?
Yep. That was clear. That was clear as a bell. It said to rape. Is that what you like to do? Is that what gives you pleasure?
Pretty pathetic, dude.
Are you an incubus? Oh, said it.
Does that have the same sense of the word as it does to us, or is that like something else to you guys? Is that like taking over someone, or is it the traditional sense of the word?
If you guys have any weird fucking dreams tonight, like something's fucking with you, that's what's going on.
If I have a dream and remember it, then we would be doing good. I'm the one that she's like, I'm not going to sleep now. I am going to go to sleep. Oh, you're so funny. Hilarious. I don't find you funny. I won't be taking my cross off tonight. That's for sure. I don't take it off here anyway.
How did you come to get in the house? What brought you into the Monroe House?
What's the woman?
There's a woman coming through now. That's weird.
What's the woman? What's your name? Did you hear a neck?
Sounded like it. I think when the woman comes through, she's the mother of the kids that were attacked in that house. That's what we got last time when we were there. And she wants revenge on the guy that hurt her kids or her kid.
See, you think that men would be more affected, more so than women, you would think. You know, vengeance, hey, I know how it is to be a mama bear. To attack anything that hurts your child.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because that one kid supposedly died there or died from his injuries, and she wants revenge, man. I mean, she's pissed.
Did you hear it rape again?
Yeah. I think Yeah, because I think that guy was messing with her kids or whatever, and then he ended up beating one and really bad, and he was also doing sexual stuff to the kid. So,
Yeah.
at least that's what
Girl,
we.
I get pissed too. I'd be fucking vengeful. It's not cool for somebody to mess with your kids and hurt your kids. Right.
And that kind of shit brings in negative spirits and entities anyway, you know.
Is the man here who did that? Shut up. I won't shut up. You don't tell me to shut up. It's never worked if anybody's ever tried. Look at you. Where are you? I can't see you.
You're gonna hear some crazy shit on the playback of this.
What?
There's gonna be some crazy shit on the playback of this.
Yeah. Well, where are you? You said look at me. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Where are you? I don't see anything. Are you near me? The female sounded like he said yes. Is the female near me?
I am live, John. See? Right here, brother. I'm just trying to show you where they're at. What the hell was that?
What?
Some weird knocking noises. Knocking and pounding. It sounds like it's coming through from your side to me. You hear that?
We can't hear it, but sometimes, as you know, equipment picks it up. Are you knocking?
It sounds like a wooden baseball bat, like being smacked on something. There it is again.
Oh, man. Wow.
Are you actually beating someone right now? Are you hitting someone with something?
Are you getting really cold? Yeah, it's really cold in here. It's like substantially colder. Like almost to the point where I want to, like, my teeth almost want to shatter. The what? It's cold. Thanks for the air conditioning. Asked for it earlier.
You got a millimeter there? Can tell you the temperature. Ooh, hey, I just saw a white. I just saw a white light anomaly above your head on that curtain, Nikki, right before you stood up.
Should I go get the millimeter?
Yeah, if you got one handy.
Yeah, upstairs. I'll go grab it.
See if you're getting any EMF.
Just so I can hear you while you're going.
Who just said entity?
It just said entity?
Yeah. Yeah, they're blacked out, Manny.
And it's not even stopping. That's messed up.
I have my Ovilus 5 running too, and it just spat out wicked character.
That's interesting. I want an Ovilus 5 so bad. Watch when I get an Ovilus. If I got the Ovilus 5, then a new one would come up.
So I'm going to talk to my chat people real quick. John Allen, do you understand what's going on? They are live at the Monroe House. I am live from a whole different location where I live, and we're just doing a live feed from where they're at. And I'm filming it. Just trying to see if we can get any reactions, because me and Nikki were there 3 years ago and got some crazy shit. And they already had crazy shit happen there to them. So we're just, you know, kind of seeing what happens. So hopefully that brings you up to speed. Anyone that just joined us, I hope you heard that.
It must be down here. It's not there. I haven't seen it. It's not on the by the dolls? I looked over there. I didn't see you put it down. I put a lot of shit down. Well, again, I wasn't exactly in the best shape. That's weird. I don't know that I was normally. Yeah.
No, they got their own. They got their own equipment.
Just do it. You want a sweatshirt? Go get a sweatshirt. No, it's fine.
They got stuff all over the house, guys. They're like, what are they doing? Taking equipment? I said, no, she's got stuff all over the house.
Yeah, because we were doing stuff upstairs earlier, so. It's 69.3, 69.5. Upstairs is 79. 2-degree difference between floors.
So have you guys done anything in the basement?
Yeah, actually, I went down there earlier. Oh, you want to shut this off? Yeah.
Yeah. Shut that off for a minute.
It's not stopping when I press stop. I went down there earlier and I left a audio recorder. It's one that I got from Dave Coltrider, so it has the Radavi in it. So I'll be interested to see, and it ran the whole time, which is really cool because I left it down there for quite some time. I left the camera down there earlier. I have not gone down there and done any sessions, primarily because the sound of water down there is like crazy. So when I play this recording back between the camera and the audio recorder, it's probably going to be hilarious because it's probably going to sound like a waterfall. The basement's there's water in the basement.
Oh my God. Dude, I got to tell you guys this. Okay, so before you guys even called me and I was just doing my thing, waiting, everybody in the chat room said they kept hearing running water.
Really?
Yes.
Well, do you want to know something else? When I was upstairs,
that's freaky.
I felt this here. This is another thing. I was standing in the Ouija room, and I'm like, Nikki, it feels like raindrops are coming out. Like, I felt like wet drops dripping on me.
Yeah.
Like, it had like fighting inside, essentially.
So that's...
Like, it was like a drop, like, here, and then, on my shoulder. It happened twice.
That's weird.
And I looked, and there was nothing wet coming from the ceiling. No. But downstairs, there was water. So the last 2 days, Eddie came by yesterday. We talked to him, and then again today, him and Pam came by. They brought us cookies, which I need to eat one because I haven't had one yet. But they bring them more. Yeah. And we talked with them a bit, and I told him that water was in the basement again. In fact, it was more than there was yesterday.
That's crazy. Everybody in the chat's going nuts because they're all talking about how they are all hearing running like water, and then
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean they're going nuts.
Well, it was raining here earlier. I don't know if it is now, but as we all know, water is a conductor for paranormal activity. So not to mention we're on like a mound.
Yeah, but that just, I mean, the whole thing, what I'm saying is it confirms for me that I was making a connection with you guys before you even called over there to the house.
Yeah, I was making a connection with you about what time, when I was telling you, we went live about 3 o'clock this afternoon, our time. We had a different time. No, we're on the same time. Okay, yeah. So, tomorrow will be different.
Yeah, so that's trippy. Yes. That's trippy, man. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you look for.
Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, earlier, your full name was coming through.
That's crazy.
When echovox. Hello. That's crazy, right?
Yep.
It's pretty
I mean, that's what I was telling everybody, I think there's no sense of time or distance with spirits and entities. They can move wherever they want to move. And that, something like that just kind of confirms what what I was telling folks. I mean, everybody in the chat's saying they're hearing running water and you guys hadn't even called me yet. And then you just confirmed that there's all kind of water running in the basement and shit. That's freaky shit right there, man.
That's awesome. I love that kind of stuff. I think that's amazing. I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah, and I mean, when we turn on ghost boxes and stuff, and it knows your name, and it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, and that happens to me all the time. It happens to Nikki. I mean, it proves that over there, if you talk to them enough, if you open that line of communication, they do get to know you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and then you'll go back to locations, and I was telling them, me and Nikki had talked before, like when me and her were at Willow's Weep. Well, we had already gotten home, and a group was there the day after we were, and they were getting her name all over the ghost box and stuff, her full name, numerous times.
Yeah.
So they remember, especially the intelligent ones. They remember you, and they know, So.
And that's what we were talking about, Pam and Eddie. We were telling them we feel that what's here at Monroe, for the most part, is intelligent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There may be some residual sounds or something like that, but like every haunting that I've come across, there's layers. It's like an onion.
Yeah.
There's some hints of residual, but then there's other types of activity that occur too. And I mean, when you ask a question and you get a legitimate answer, and you get an answer that is not something that you're normally going to hear across the radio.
Right.
Or echovox. Hello, how are it's phonetic sounds.
Yep.
That are taken from audiobooks.
Yep.
So explain to me how they got Dave Spinks.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they said Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie said my name. They said her name. I can't. I don't have an explanation for it.
And I mean, we had on the 587. It said Monroe 3 times.
As soon as we had turned it on, within a matter of probably a minute, it had said Monroe 3 times, and it was the same voice, and it was on different stations because I was watching it sweep. So, statistically, you can sit there and work that out, but not all that
Yeah, I mean, that's what I always say. There's no such thing as so much coincidence, man. It's just not possible, So.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
It's cool stuff.
And I know we kind of get clever about using Ouija. Oh, sorry. But if you do any of this stuff, you're opening up the communication no matter what. Whether it's Ouija, whether it's ghost box, whether it's echo box. If you use a recorder, if you're talking to them, it's the same thing. It's just all different methods.
It's about how much belief and the faith, whatever you put into that.
I disagree. I disagree with you on that point 100% because.
You don't like Ouija?
No. You know that.
No.
I don't mess with that fucking thing.
I know that I don't mind it. Hey, I wasn't getting anything.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. If you're comfortable using it, use it. I'm not, because to use a Ouija board, you have to allow a spirit to use your body. And I don't do that, and you're right to some extent, in my opinion, that, no matter what you're using, it's still dangerous. I mean, they can still, use your energy. But to me, using a Ouija board is a whole different ballgame, because you have to allow a spirit to enter your body to move that planchette, and I don't do that. So, to each his own. To each his own. I've seen too many crazy... I tell people the reason I don't too, because so many cases I've done, residentials and others, the negative type hauntings, I went back one time and counted up all the cases that had negative type hauntings, and in 95% of those cases, they had all used the Ouija board. And we're talking literally hundreds of cases that I've done that had that type of deal going on. So I just don't use them, I mean, to each his own, though. I'm not saying don't use one, but that's just my personal preference.
Right, I think everyone's comfort level is different. Right. Obviously some people are never going to go investigate. And that's because they're not comfortable. They're comfortable watching it. They're comfortable seeing other people do it. It's not for them. That's cool too. You know, and I think it's the same with every bit of equipment, you know, we come across or whatever tools we use. Some just aren't for everyone, and sometimes people are like, yeah, I don't use that echovox stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and that's okay. I do, and it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've used Ouija before, but I'm not a big, like, I'm not someone that I just would say, oh, well, I use Ouija.
She's got this phone like a brick. Scares me. That scares me.
breaking equipment and shit.
No way. I'll be the first person to use a ghost box. Like, no problem. Recorder, no problem. But echovox, I need that stuff. But I just, it's not the tool that I go to right away. I prefer ghost boxes. I don't know. It's just, that's something that I like and go to.
Now to note, I've gotten up how many times to go do crap. That recorder has not moved. I don't remember if our thing had a cup holder. I don't think it did, but I don't remember if it was on my leg or there, so I'll put it here.
Yeah.
I'll try not to move.
Yeah, I was telling them about how your recorder just like flew out of your hand too, you know, and that was.
I think it was on my leg or on the chair arm. I don't recall, but I remember I was sitting there and it went boom, like across, like it had.
Yeah.
It went out, down,
and that's.
I know I didn't.
Yeah, and right after that's when it got really, really bad. You know, you didn't even look the same. Your face changed, everything. I mean, it was like you drank a case of liquor or something. It was the weirdest thing. So, but.
Only Monster and Dr. Pepper. That's it. Yeah. No additives. It's not, so I really don't drink it much anymore. If I ever drink, it's like a rare occasion, and it sure as hell is not all investigating. So
I would never.
You know, no.
Especially here, no way.
Yeah, no.
So if your face changes, just let us know. Please.
Yeah, if my face changes or I sound like a drunk, let me know. But apparently I do that, you know, on a regular basis. People go, she sounds intoxicated. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not drunk. Maybe they're just hearing me and maybe they think that my accent that I'm told that I have is drunk. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But okay.
No, you know, I don't know when it comes to, you know, there's a lot of people typing in the chat about the Ouija board, you know, and I just think that, you know, the spirit really has to use your energy to move that planchette. Some people don't think so, but if that's not true, why do you have to touch the planchette then? You know, it's just, it's one of those things, you know, everybody has their own preference and whatnot, and I just don't mess with them because I've seen too many bad things. So.
Yeah, no, I hear you, you know, and for me, it didn't do anything. So if that's their method type of communication, we weren't talking. Instead, we were having the REM pod go off, and the spirit box was being, I guess, manipulated, if you will. Apparently, cords were moving when we weren't out there because we just let it run.
Yeah.
After I had my calm down a little bit.
Well, we didn't run the ghost box while she was trying to do the Ouija. I just want to make that clear. It was just her sitting at the Ouija board, and it didn't move at all. Not at all, not one bit. But and that goes to show you that we don't fake anything either. Because if she wanted to fake something, a lot of people claim, you know, oh, when you do this stuff, you're faking it. If you wanted to fake it, she could have had that thing going all over.
I sure as shit am not going to spend my money and put wear and tear on my car to haul our ass out here to go fake shit. If I was going to do that, I'd sit at home and fake shit. But I don't fake shit, so there you go.
Yeah.
You know, like, why would we invest the type of money that we do on equipment and, you know, getting places? We don't get paid to do it. So why, you know, why do that? I just don't understand it. Like, it bothers me that people do that.
The Ovilus is going nuts right now. It said doubt.
Oh, really?
It said doubt and inside and underline and Greek.
Maybe they're referencing the basement. The Creek Monroe.
No, not Creek, Greek.
Greek?
Yeah.
Like a salad?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
It just, like it's way over there. I got it way over there, and it just like went off on a flurry of like 8 words, all just for no reason. Who knows?
She was using Paraboys
By Brian Holloway.
Yeah.
Which is it's an app, but it's similar to Ovilus, and it was going pretty crazy
at my house.
Yeah, at her house. It was saying things like
it was insane.
Legion, Satan. Diablo. But get this. So I asked Brian. I said, "What's the chances of something on this app repeating itself?" And he's like, in a session, and he's like 1 in 3,000. Well, we got devil and Satan multiple times.
Can't wait to go home.
So we really don't need to go anywhere to investigate demons, just her basement.
Apparently my house is chock full of them. Maybe I slept like a baby here because, maybe my house has got some, well, I know my house has activity, but yeah.
So I forgot to tell you too. Remember when I said I was asking what it was doing to Jenn? It was saying they wanted to possess and all this shit. And I said, who's doing that? And it said, clear as a bell. Everybody in the chat heard it. It said the Dark One.
Well then.
So,
the Dark One.
something's definitely going on, with that whole deal. Talking about incubus and all that shit. So, be careful.
What? Talk about what?
Incubus.
Oh. I'm going to turn on my Ovilus. Well, Dave, you didn't know this, but because you weren't watching the stream, but what's the name of that company? Oh, I was wearing a shirt by Blackcraft that I had just bought, and I mean, I by no means am into Satanism or anything like that, but it was a cat, and on it said Lucifer. And so when I got affected, I said to Nikki, I'm taking this shirt off and changing it. I said, because if this shirt is somehow attracting some kind of negativity towards me, I'm going to take it off because we want to rule out that. And since I've taken that off of me, I felt a lot better.
So what's to say the people that made that shirt didn't put some kind of mojo on it?
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. I mean, it was, and to be fair, it was a cat with the upside down cross on it, and it said Lucifer, but I just thought it was funny because it's a cat, like trying to be,
She wasn't trying to be the poster child for Satanism.
No.
She was
no, I wear a regular cross around my neck. I mean, I'm a Christian, I wear a regular cross around my neck, so I wasn't trying to be.
It's like a play on words,
Yeah.
So I was a cute kitty cat.
Yeah. But after I know
the cat thing earlier.
Yeah.
From this morning, when I walked into the blue room, the room in the blue, when I wanted to walk in there, I felt like something like when a cat rubs against your leg. Your leg will brush against you and kind of wrap itself around, doing its little rub thing.
Yeah.
I felt that as I walked in, I literally crossed the threshold into that room, and I stopped because I felt like there was a cat around my foot, around my bottom of my leg. And I was like, okay, I looked down. And, even during the day, that room is dark. Same thing with the Ouija board upstairs. I know the windows are blocked out, with paper, but you'd still see a little bit of light usually. And you couldn't see any light at all. And, I kind of stopped for a second because I'm like, did I just run into something? I mean, I didn't feel like I ran into something, but, something was there. It wasn't normal. And Pam said that the group that was here, a week ago?
Several weeks ago.
Yeah, I had that same, they asked if there was a black cat here. So, they had something along those lines, I guess, happen as well, and they did actually find a dead black cat here in the basement when they first acquired the property.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before.
That's crazy, man. I mean, you just never know what can happen,
Yeah.
And they shared a story, too, of an investigator who had investigated this place several times.
So when she came in, she was kind of what I call vulnerable. She was emotional. She investigated, and she said she didn't even remember investigating. She had to be taken out of the house, and her team actually will not let her come back. She became violent.
Wow.
She was driving.
Well, that's what you did. That's what you did, Nikki. Remember? You dry heaved like a. Do you remember that?
I do remember dry heaving because I think because we talked about it. I don't know if I really remember it or I just remember you telling me. But I don't remember getting violent, did I?
No, you didn't get violent. But when did the prayers on you, you were dry heaving like majorly. So.
Yeah, I don't like throwing up. I don't even like dry heaving. It just the thought of it kind of makes me want to.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing earlier too. I was dry heaving.
Crazy.
Do you remember that day, Dave, when we came here? Was I at all upset beforehand?
No.
Okay, that's what I didn't think so either, because I know at the House of Wills when I investigated there and I had something, the only way I can put it is take me over, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the right way. I guess that's what you call it. I don't really know what it exactly was. But trap. Is it a trap? First thing it said, I just turned it on when we started talking about it and it just waited up on the top.
No, but you were like, you were happy-go-lucky. We were all fired up to be there. You were going to do the live radio feed and, zooming around, doing, happy-go-lucky, ready to investigate. And then we got like a couple hours into the investigation and everything just changed on a dime,
Right. Well, before the House of Wills, when I was affected there with whatever it was that happened, I was upset earlier in the day. And I was really upset. And I guess I was kind of open emotionally. I was kind of raw. Therefore, I suppose I did make myself, put myself in a situation where I was possibly vulnerable. When I had that thing happen, that's why I wanted to double check with you and see if you remember. I didn't recall anything. But then again, it's a little hazy to the evening. I've always thought that I got robbed for my investigation here because I didn't really get to do what I wanted to do for as long as I wanted to do it.
Well, I know you've been saying you wanted to go back ever since then.
Every single day since, because I figured I wouldn't have the answers. I wasn't going to figure out what exactly was going on or affecting me, but I just wanted to go see if it could do it again. And maybe I could have a little bit more understanding, a little bit, I don't know. But so far, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it's trying to get to you through me.
Well, I already told them what they could do with that.
I just think it attacks women. Whatever the negative is there, it does not like women. It attacks women.
Yeah.
Because I was fine in that house. I mean, it was creepy as hell, all the shit I was getting both times I've been there, but I didn't feel attacked, or threatened really, other than it talking shit like get out and that kind of stuff. But it really focuses on women, So,
I'm not scared of it though.
She's aware of herself enough to know when she needed to step out. So mad props to you for, at least knowing, hey, I need to take a break. Did you just feel that breeze? Yeah.
What's a millimeter say?
$71.5. We don't need it. 71.9. Price dropping. Are you gonna keep going?
You got a ghost box handy? Let's do a ghost box session real quick.
Yeah, we sure we do.
There's several. Do you want? We have the.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Pick any one.
All right. Oh, sorry.
71.0.
Here's one we haven't used.
Okay.
That's the one.
Oh yeah. I don't know if there's a go-go juice. No. Go-go juice.
I'll take the go-go juice out of the way.
Okay. Just getting some batteries up in this. This is a Radio Shack.
We don't have a go-go juice.
Oh, Okay. This right here is, now I'm going to put it, sorry. So the only word in my Ovilus is said is trap. This right here, can you see it? I don't know. Yeah, I kind of see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the Radio Shack 12470. It's similar to the 469, but it's a different.
What the hell was that?
The phone went flying. What phone? The streaming phone. You're kidding. I was over there. I know.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, it's still there. Can you just hold this for a second? Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm like, holy shit, if it broke the phone, I'm going to be like really.
Wait a second. So it just tipped it over.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't over there.
And I had walked out of the room. I was out of frame.
That was...
Well, obviously you couldn't see that, but that will be on your stream, right? The thing tipping over?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going, ah!
Well, she showed me the ghost box, but she didn't come anywhere near the thing. And then she walked away, and then it fell, and then it went flying.
It just said 100. Yeah, it was going to set us back about 100 if it broke it. That's some shit, right? Okay, that was some whack shit. And you know what? It wasn't even the phone snapping out of this. It was actually the whole damn thing.
The
Are
tripod?
we still there? Yeah.
Holy shit.
And I should have showed you before I put it back. I've got this, my Yeti, my big ass, heavy ass Yeti, sitting right in front of it to try to keep it up so in the event that it might come down,
Yeah.
that it should hold it up, because I did have it tilted, but it's been sitting in that same position, and it's got one leg behind the other tripod holding the light.
No wires on the floor or anything there?
The only thing that I've got on the floor is an electric cord,
So
and then it doesn't go over here or anything.
Wow.
It goes straight back there to the plug.
Interesting.
You know, they were that's a job yet. They were messing with the whatchamacallit earlier. The cords earlier upstairs. At least that's what we were told. So I guess maybe if they were trying to mess with the cords again, that might be enough to make it go.
Yeah, never know. That's creepy.
I think it unplugged from the charger too. Here. Oh, we don't need that shit again. That would suck ass. And this is off. There we go. Oh, now this shit again. Ugh. I can't see. I'm like blind when it. I think we're in. Is it in the hole? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Yay! So when that happened, it said 100, which, yeah, it would cost us about that.
I got the wrong batteries, didn't I?
Yeah. You need 3 AAA.
I'm blind and I'm kind of like still not feeling that great stuff.
It just said cannot. You cannot afford to have to spend another $100, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't screw with the equipment.
Hey, what's up, Marshall? Thanks for joining us. I'm just saying hi to everybody. They're popping in and out.
Dude, I thought for sure that thing was busted. In one of the small cases that are on the shelf thing, where the store will be. God, I'm just like.
Hello, Alicia. Yeah, that was crazy because I just kind of looked away for a second and I saw the thing going down and like big crash.
I wanted to stop just because of the simple fact that I didn't want it to be broken. We went through hell last night to try to get this thing up and running because we have no service here. So this is actually a Verizon phone that we're using that's a prepaid, but that I bought. Yeah, that she bought, and I'm telling you right now, it was a pain in the ass to activate while trying to drive. I couldn't see the numbers for the damn SIM card. And I'm driving and trying to read the sim, which has an unusual amount of zeros in it. And she's tired to type it in. She doesn't have her glasses. And although I'm supposed to wear glasses, I don't. So I'm trying to drive and do this so we can get back here, which I know is not safe. But I was trying to do it. We ended up turning off, getting lost. I mean, we went through hell last night, and I just don't even want to think about something here screwing with the stuff here that we, got to be able to do this stream and to do this.
I'm surprised you got Verizon. AT&T was the best when I was there.
We get one.
The thing is, the price difference between AT&T and Verizon for the prepaid was like ridiculous.
Oh, really? So you actually you bought a phone instead of a hotspot?
Yeah,
we got a phone with like 12 gigs of data.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 12.
Well, because they didn't have any hotspots there. They were sold out.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a common problem here for everyone to need internet.
Yeah.
I know Sprint sucks here. I'm just going to put that out there. Everywhere it's Sprint sucks. Sprint, you're watching. I couldn't even get my email. Like, I can't get anything. And it really blows. I have to walk out and around the corner to try to do anything. It's really ridiculous. All right, I need a speaker. Let's speak that. Hey,
why are you going to decide that in case you do that?
Go, girl, do what you got to do, girl.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay. All right. Back. All right. Tripod, stay where you are. Yeah, please no one knock it over. Oh, I swear, if I break that shit, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be fist fighting. Fist fighting. Alright. 12-4-70, ready? I hope I'm not gonna deafen everyone. I'm trying to turn it down. AM or FM?
What?
AM or FM?
Doesn't matter, whatever.
Okay. I'll do FM reverse, and then we'll see how it goes. Can you guys see this to communicate with us?
Whoa. Said demon.
Did you say something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You probably can't hear me, but it said demon. It's talking to demon.
Do you think you're badass? Do you think you can say demon and you're like full of something? Say it again. Do you know the guy's name on the phone that you knocked off? What's his name? You Is it okay on your end?
Yeah, it's okay. It's just it's real growly voices coming through.
Yeah,
I'll probably be able to hear it better on the playback and review it, but it sounds like it's really, really negative. I mean, I don't know what the hell it was saying. I heard a couple of things, but
yeah, I'm gonna try AM reverse to see. I don't know if it's just as, then I'll change it back. Is this easier?
you're a pig. Holy shit.
What?
Did you hear that?
No, what?
It screamed out, "You're a pig."
Well, guess what? You're a dick. What do you think of that? Coming for me? Oh, I'm shaking in my boots. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry, but you know what? You affected me once, you're not going to do it again. Not this time, and you're not going to affect my friend either. I don't play your intimidation game.
Damn.
What?
Man, it just rattled off like pretty much.
What?
It was just rattling off like at you. I don't know exactly what it said.
Then I heard a voice that I don't know if that came from there or from out here, but it was like a.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I don't know if that came from there or not. Okay.
Try it
Can you do
again.
that again?
Try it again. What the hell?
Go ahead, say it again.
Damn.
Wow. Do you know the guy on there?
Said yes, Spinks.
You talk outside of this whisper static tone? Don't call me a slut. That's rude. Alright, I was just in the bathroom. Something just pulled my hair. Why? Liz, there's like shit's getting real up in here. You should have heard this shit. No, it went like this. And then it went, like I was finishing up in the bathroom and it went, and I thought it was at first my hair got caught in the shirt, and in my shirt or something, and then it did the exact same motion again. I said, alright, that's it, I'm off. She's like, peace out, yo, I'll go downstairs. Yep. Interesting. You should listen to this. Show her how talented you are. You're like, oh, sorry. I have to use it on the stairs because it's so dark. Go ahead, shower. Did you pull her hair? Who did it? Did it pull hair? Yep.
Oh.
Take it off.
Man, it's really negative.
That speaker was clear today on other stuff earlier.
There's definitely, you know, with all that interference coming through and everything, and you can hear that, what's up, what's up? I mean, it's really freaking creepy, man, what's going on with that thing right now.
Well, I heard it. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it came from here or from like over here.
Well, and it's like really, I mean, it's saying like full sentence, like, I'm coming to get you and all this crazy shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Do you want more of that, AM or FM? Or
No,
what do you
that's
wanna
cool. I mean, I think we've proven a point that, you know, they know who we are. They're still negative like they were before, and it's the Monroe House. You know what I mean? So, pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah. Earlier I kept getting basement, so I don't know if I should on the basement and try to do a session and see what happens. Yourself. What? Yourself.
There,
Okay.
once you do,
I want me to go down with myself.
yeah.
Ancient.
What'd that say?
Ancient.
Oh, there you go. See, that's the Native American element coming through.
Knit. It sounded like knit, but it's knit, like knitting a sweater.
Might have some.
Knit for you.
It might have something to do with that braid of hair and all that was found down there. But
That's true.
I would go down there on the stairs and just have her stand at the top, you know what I mean, and try something.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I don't know since it rained how much water's down there. So if it's not too bad, I'll go actually down there. But I'm not trying to track mud all through the house, you know. So
No, just go down on the stairs. Just go down on the stairs and do it.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
I'm interested.
Well, I'll let you guys go and do your thing. Thanks a lot for having me on and having me there with you. It was awesome.
Thank you. So, Dave, we're going to have to do it again one day.
Oh,
in
yeah.
person.
Well, there's some stuff coming in the near future with us, so.
Stay tuned, friends.
Yep.
So, well, thank you.
Cool, guys. That was pretty awesome. Stay safe, okay?
Do our best.
Make sure you cleanse and all that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, good night. Night, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. Crazy stuff. Wow. So, that was pretty crazy, guys. I don't know if you guys heard that last little go round there, but that was freaking really, really spooky. Really, really negative in nature. Pretty nuts. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's something different, you know. Sorry about the phone. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Somebody was saying, what are we doing watching the phone? Well, we are live. The guy that said that earlier, we're live. Live feed from the Monroe House to my house and doing some experimentation, see what happened, and you guys saw what happened. I thought what was really cool, though, is how all you guys were hearing the water sounds, you know, earlier in the chat before I even had contact with them on the phone or anything. And lo and behold, they say the basement's flooded with water and there's running water down there. That's pretty cool stuff right there. So, you know, it's like I said, I think we were making some type of connection the spirits knew that we were going to connect, and I was going to be there via telecommunications. So pretty cool stuff, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. Any questions for me or anything? I'm going to keep doing these live feeds every few days if I can, just to let you guys pop in and we'll do stuff. And as you can see, my workshop behind us, I'm going to be building some stuff, some paranormal equipment and some old school devices, and maybe I'll film it live while we're doing it, and stuff like that probably. And we'll just do Q&As and whatnot until I go out and investigate again. I'm getting ready to go on vacation next week, and I will be live down in South Carolina at that graveyard. If any of you guys remember, I was live at this graveyard down there. It's a very sad story of a little girl who was visiting her relatives, right? And she got really sick, and she was almost like in a coma, but she wasn't dead. They thought she was dead. This is way back in the 1800s. And they couldn't get a pulse on her, so they thought she was dead. And back then, they didn't embalm people and stuff. They just buried them. Well, her family had enough money that they had their own crypt, so they put her in the crypt, right? And thought nothing of it. She was dead. That was it. They buried her, and that was all. It was all over. Well, another family member died a couple of years later, and when they opened that crypt to put that family member in there, they found the little girl's bones right next to the door. She was still alive. She came back to, and she was buried alive basically in that crypt, and she died right there by the door. They found her little bones piled in a pile right by the door, not in the coffin anymore or anything. And those things are airtight. And over the years, there's all these stories of the gate and the door being just knocked down, and they can't explain why. And the Ovilus is talking things in a way. So, there's this whole folklore tale of that little girl's spirit never wanting that to happen to anyone again. So the doors have been knocked off the hinges, the gates, everything. And, it's a pretty sad and spooky story. So I will be going live down there again. And hopefully I'm going to do another location down there too, in Charleston. It's a really haunted town. Whew! It's getting late, 3 o'clock in the morning. A lot of people think that's the hour that the veil is open the thinnest, and I don't know about that. I'm on the fence, but, it doesn't hurt to try. Some locations are way more active during the day. It just depends where you're at and what you're dealing with. So, yeah, that graveyard's really spooky, guys. It's pretty cool stuff. So, anyway, I'll give some shout outs, and then I'm going to jump off here for the night. Scott Stafford, Kathy, Alicia, Chipper Terry, Nanny, PJ, Donna Gorton, Donna Rad. Anyone else want to shout out? Type it in the chat. Yeah, they did the old. They had the bell ringers, and mostly in England. Zoe Small. Any people that's watching that are not in the chat, thank you guys for watching, and please hit the thumbs up. If you got any comments, please leave them in the comments section. Marshall. Yeah, so thanks a lot, guys. As always, thank you for your support, and lots more to come on Real Supernatural and Society of the Supernatural. Everybody, I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you in a few days, all right? Good night.